Hello, good afternoon. The government has asked for an independent review of the UK energy market, just days after British Gas announced it was putting up its standard electricity price by 12.5%. Theresa May did pledge to cap energy prices in the Conservative manifesto, but the policy has been shelved since she lost her majority in the election. Well, now the Business Secretary, Greg Clark, says the review will examine how prices can be kept as low as possible, while ensuring the UK still meets its climate change targets. Here's our business correspondent, Joe Lynham.
How much we pay for our energy to run our households and companies always ignites our passions.
Policies like capping energy prices to support working families.
That's why Theresa May promised a price cap and an independent probe into the energy sector before the general election. And now this Oxford University professor, Dieter Helm, has only 3 months to find out where any fat can be trimmed from our energy bills. He says he'll sort all the facts from the myths about pricing and costs. But some consumer groups are sceptical.
Prices are a very real problem for families across Britain, and it's a very urgent problem. Now, this review is going to deliver benefits in years' time, if it delivers benefits at all. So people are left with the feeling of a government that's kicking the can down the road.
There are many stages in the energy value chain, but the main ones include buying gas and electricity on wholesale markets. That accounts for 36% of a typical bill. Moving it through pipes and cables or distribution costs accounts for 29% of a typical bill. But 13% of our bill also includes the subsidies for poorer households and the cost of developing Britain's renewable or green energy supplies. The rest is made up of operational costs and VAT. Tom Burke, who used to advise Labour and Conservative governments on energy policy, says there's not much that can be achieved in a 3-month time frame.
I think a review this short is essentially headline management. I don't think Dieter, heroic though he is going to be able to come up with something that isn't already widely discussed inside the energy community, where we know that the quickest and cheapest way to drive bills down is to improve the efficiency of our buildings.
This investigation will allow the government to show that it's not tone deaf in the face of rising gas and electricity prices, especially since only last week Britain's largest provider, British Gas, increased its standard electricity prices by 12.5%. Joe Lynham, BBC News.